What is going on, Arkansas Razorback fans, SEC fans everywhere? How you doing? I hope your week was fantastic. Mine was all right. It was a little hectic this week. I need you guys, those of you who are new and old, I need everybody. I don't, if you've been here for a week or if you've been here since the beginning of the Picture Network, I need you guys to, at the end of the video, like, comment, share the content. Oh, please share it. Oh, please. Somewhere on social media, Twitter, Facebook, whatever. I don't care. Reddit, message boards. I'd really appreciate you guys because that's how this thing grows. This is how we grow the Picture Network. Let's talk about this second wet, rainy spring scrimmage. So during this second scrimmage, Chad Morris afterwards did not name a starting quarterback after this wet and rainy scrimmage. He wanted to play outside. He wanted to practice outside. Didn't want to utilize the indoor practice facility, and I got to commend him for that. I had a coach tell me years ago, if you can play in the rain, you can play in anything. So I like what he's doing. Teaches these guys you got to hang on to the ball a little bit tighter and just be a little bit more careful. But no starting quarterback name. Ty Storey and Cole Kelly obviously are the two guys that everybody's watching. Don't forget about Dalton Hyatt. But let's talk about their numbers in this scrimmage. Again, if I didn't mention it, this is the second scrimmage. Ty Storey would go 8 of 21 for 94 yards, a touchdown, and an interception. I think a couple of his passes were also dropped because of the wet football. Cole Kelly, on the other hand, would have a much better scrimmage, 9 of 14, 129 yards, and a couple of touchdowns with 0 turnovers. So not bad. That's definitely somewhere you got to feel like, at least for me, I feel like Cole Kelly is probably, I don't know, if I had to bet, I feel like I'd put my money on Cole Kelly to start, week 1 for the Razorbacks. Could change. Again, don't forget about Dalton Hyatt, who I've been told is actually the most athletic of the bunch. Chad Morris, who knows, by the time the time comes to name a starting quarterback, maybe he feels like he wants to go in that direction, a quarterback who can move around a little bit, in and outside the pocket. So, whatever. We'll have to wait and see. Tight ends, if you're concerned about tight ends maybe not being used in this offense, again, this is 2 scrimmages in a row where tight ends kind of shined in the passing game. Grayson Gunner and Cheyenne or C.J. O'Grady caught some passes. C.J. had 5 catches for 35 yards and a touchdown. Grayson Gunner caught 2 passes for a 30-yard touchdown. One of those, or his touchdown, came from Cole Kelly. CJ's came from Ty Storey. So tight ends, once again, showing that they have a place in this offense. And according to Chad Morris, it's the second hardest job in this offense. You got a lot of things you got to learn. You're going to be on the line of scrimmage. You're going to be out in the slot, or sometimes you're going to be in the backfield next to the running back. So, it's going to be interesting to see, and I can't wait for the red-white scrimmage. I think I'm going to go. I don't know yet. I think me and some friends might try to travel down to Little Rock. I'd like to go. I haven't been down there in a while. And if you decide to go and you see me, feel free to stop and say hi. I probably won't have my beanie on. So just, I'm sure that'll please some of you. But again, tight ends definitely look like they're going to be are going to be used in this system. Running backs, again, Malik Williams. I feel like every time I read something on the running backs, Malik Williams leads in stats. 9 carries for 79 yards and a touchdown. Chase Hayden had a total of 8 carries for 45 yards. TJ Hammond's got some carries. He got 8 carries for 34 yards. DeVal Whaley, who Chad Morris bragged on quite a bit, had 7 carries for 38 yards. And Kendrick Jackson had 8 carries for 28 yards and a touchdown. So running backs, again, it's kind of hard to tell, how soon do they blow the whistle? Do they actually let the running backs attempt to run through tackles? Like, how far are they letting them go? Or are they just, as soon as there's contact and they're wrapped up, are they blowing the whistle? So it's, again, you've got to take these stats, and that includes those quarterback stats I gave you, with a grain of salt. You don't really know what you have until you get into regular season. Now, defensively, there's been some changes. There's no stats, but there's been some changes on defense. We know Cameron Curl recently moved from corner. Chevin Callaway is going to take that position. Curl's going to move to safety. There's been a couple other moves. Randy Ramsey moved from linebacker to defensive end. Now Sosa Agim, or McTelvin Agim, is moving from the outside on the defensive line to the inside. So this is what it looks like right now. Gabe Richardson is going to take his spot there. Sosa's inside next to either Jonathan Marshall or Armin Watts or TJ Smith. And then on the other defensive end, Randy Ramsey, like we mentioned. Obviously, linebackers, Dre Greenlaw, Dejon Harris. Along with, in certain packages, Derek Munson's going to come in, play the nickel, Sam, linebacker. I'm not really sure his official position yet, but he's going to be in there somewhere in the mix. And then, like I mentioned, Ryan Pulley and Chevin Callaway are your two corners. Santos Ramirez and Cameron Curl are your two safeties. And remember, that's their depth chart for this second spring scrimmage. This could obviously change. A lot of this could actually change by the time the red-white scrimmage comes around. And then even from that point moving forward, the depth chart could also change as well. You could have a completely different lineup by the time week 1 comes around. So, but again, this depth chart, or this on defense, what I told you, is just for what they practice with in their second scrimmage that carried on for, I think they said 2 hours. Again, you can't take much from a scrimmage. You can't take a whole lot from a red-white scrimmage or any scrimmage. But it is, it's interesting to see who they line up, and you kind of feel like you have a better idea of who they like to use in certain situations. So maybe that gives us a little bit of intel. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. Remember, like, comment, share, subscribe. Until next video, I'll see you around.